This is where the magic happens.
What magic?
The magic of live streaming.
Hey, where are you posting on your profile? Is it Imran?
My page.
The Moments Live,
Uh,
is it?
no. There's a bit of lag. So
I don't like
lag because you about 30 seconds, before it is seen on your page.
Okay. Okay, so what page is it?
Uh, I give you the link.
So kau berbual macam professional.
It's job hazard.
Apa job hazard?
Uh,
Benda yang job hazard?
Job hazard, you are always berbual macam professional.
Alamak. Bro, kita berbual. Okay, this one is it?
Aku berbual macam manusia.
Oh, dah live
Ya, dia dah.
Okay. Ni page
Dia
mana
dah
ni?
terlalu.
Okay, I'll share my profile. Share now. The topic is there really a formula for success? Hello. Mana dia ni?
Hello again. Wait,
Hello.
biadab ni kan.
Macam mambang. Sekali ada sekali tak ada. Okay, so the topic you want to talk about is there a formula for success?
Yeah, I mean, it can go both ways. This topic either gets really boring or it gets really heated. So
It's super heated lah. Nak kena hit. Macam nak kena gaduh punya ni. Nak kena main table lah.
gaduh,
Aku
rimbat.
nak main table lah sekarang.
I mean,
It's a formula.
You see, how am I not supposed to raise this topic when kau tengok kat belakang tu? Apa tu kat belakang? Dia nak tunjuk.
Mambang.
Apa tu kat belakang?
Itu semua dunia.
Itu semua dunia. Kalau dunia simpan lah. Dia semua.
Tak ada tempat nak simpan. Rumah aku kecil sangat.
Ini semua distraction tau daripada apa yang benar.
Jadi apakah yang benar, Imran? Apakah? Okay, I think I give a bit of introduction lah. Kita dah live kan sekarang? Yeah, we are live.
Kita dah hidup. Betul.
Okay, kita betul lah. Okay, both me and Imran, we knew each other since secondary school. Sekolah mana, Im?
Bedok North Secondary School.
Bedok North Secondary. Okay, so we were together in school, same class, we were classmates, secondary school. From Set 1 to Set 4 tak silap kan? From Set 1 all the way to Set 4. And then after that we lost touch. Actually tak sangat lah. We did go for Hari Raya outings after that. All of us went to separate paths, tapi we managed to go for Raya outings. Then after that, don't know, somehow we just lost touch lah gitu. Terus now we kind of reignite balik just to catch up on each other and knowing how's life for each other and whatnot lah. So I'm really glad to actually be able to meet my secondary school friend yet again, because not many of my secondary school friends are in touch. You're like one of the many that we lost touch. I don't know whether you can remember lah, Yat, Bazli.
Yes, wah, such classic names.
Tak dapat nama.
Lama.
Yeah, so it's been it's memories lah, and now the school is no longer around. I feel macam sayang that there's actually a lot of things that have been different, I would say. Sekarang lagi-lagi kita dah nak answer in about 2 months, dan lepas tu raya again. Even though with COVID, if they were still around, I think there will be more houses to visit lah. But unfortunately, yeah lah. But anyways, today's topic is that
Saya macam cerita sedih ni tadi. Apa maknanya? Apa maknanya cerita sedih?
Yeah, like okay, because it's like because 2 days ago, my wife, she invited her friends over, secondary school friends. I was telling her, I also have secondary school friends, just that we are not in touch. So macam habis sedih lah, like she still bring over her secondary school friends and all that. So for us, we are nowhere to be found. Some of them macam mana dorang ni?
Yeah. Some of them I really don't know where to find them. Kat mana dorang actually?
Dia bukan macam Izzat exist The Izzat non-existent. Tak ke
But I
mana.
think alhamdulillah for us, there has been plenty of opportunities that our paths cross juga.
Yeah.
So I think that has been interesting lah, where the short moments where our paths cross, secara tak sengaja gitu.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so I saw your posting on Facebook, and then it kind of attracted me lah to know how your life is going.
That's the whole point lah, posting on Facebook.
Exactly. Aku dah tak aktif sangat. Tak ada orang pasal aku macam mana Azif ni. Sorry lah, a bit busy offline. Jadi macam online pun tak terjaga. So
busy collecting all the hiasan kat belakang tu.
Itu sebenarnya dah cakap. Ya lah, offline because we consistently have guests lah datang rumah. So and also work, career and whatnot. So ada a lot of things going on lah.
That's nice.
Apanya?
Busy is good also.
Busy is good, of course. And nowadays we talk about COVID. COVID is is both a blessing and also not so much of a blessing for some of us. With all the restrictions, I think dorang tadi I just read on Mothership that they actually just changed the regulation a bit again. So now you can gather. So initially it was only 5 unit guests per day kan. Sekarang they change it to 5 guests at any one time. So you can have as many guests.
You actually follow that?
Nobody actually follow lah. I mean, my blog also, I don't see any safe distancing ambassador. Hey, you got more than 5, you kena fine $300. Okay, tak ada lah. But then again, it's good lah that they make it a bit more flexible lah, I would say, in that sense.
Yeah. So let's talk about COVID. How has it been a blessing for you?
Kau ni formal gila sah. Aku macam
Sorry lah, job hazard bro. Lagi belum tukar baju kan.
Baju apa ni kau pakai?
Baju ular ni.
Baju ular. Kau baju tidur
Tapi macam mana ni? Macam mana COVID blessing? Kau cakap tiba-tiba COVID blessing. COVID blessing.
COVID is a blessing because it opened up our eyes that a lot of things can be done at home lah. In other words, for me and my wife is working from home most of the days. For me as well, we have non-face-to-face appointments with our clients, so it's not taxing on us also lah in terms of traveling time, and also I get to see my family more often, which is my wife sekarang. So both of us can just stare at each other lah longer. Which is you're talking about that, you're getting married also kan? Inshallah.
Yeah, getting married next month, inshallah.
Inshallah, okay. Prayers for you lah. Welcome to the married life soon.
Yes.
You'll get to experience it. Of course, there will be a lot of things that will change. You will no longer decide as an individual. Now you have another kid to think about and argue with. Nanti every single thing also must have some second opinion. Kadang-kadang.
Macam off topic tau. The actually how to be successful in renting session tau.
Sabar. Aku tengah on the
Dia
way.
coming to it. Dia nak masuk.
Dia nak kena
nak
berbual
masuk.
about other things dulu.
Dia nak
So
masuk.
actually, speaking of that, COVID, non-face-to-face, that means more opportunities for us. And then speaking about spouse, your spouse is very important lah. In order for us to achieve success, it's very important that we marry. It's very hard to say lah, because spouse is a human being kan, so they can be a variable also. They can be a variable. It's true, they can be a variable.
Kalau kucing aku risau lah, tapi
kucing kucing dah standard, they're more standard than a human being, you know, because human being, okay, macam aku, I don't know whether you notice aku punya weight dah naik mendadak
actually,
juga.
You look better than I last saw you.
When did you last saw me?
I think some months ago, but you look fresher now.
I look fresher. Aku makan Subway eat fresh. Where was I? Kan dah off track.
Bini atau kucing.
Bini atau kucing. Okay, kucing okay, kucing standard. Kau kasih dia makan Friskies ke biskut ke, kau kasih dia makan ikan mentah. Kalau dia lapar dia makan. Kalau tak lapar tak makan lah. So our spouse is a variable that is more unpredictable than a cat, you see. So our weights can naik turun, our behavior can also change, and our mood can also change depending on how are they at work and whatnot. And sometimes you just need to be understanding to one another lah. And it's very important that you marry the right person. It's very hard to say this, can be a bit touchy, but our spouse is very important lah, because at the end of the day, the decisions that you make, you know, the things that you do, a lot of things will be dependent on your other half. It's true. So yeah lah, I mean, I haven't had kids yet, but I think that marrying the right person is important, because at the end of the day, you're working as a team lah. Yeah. So for example macam you have your business kan sekarang, Moments Life.
Right now I'm doing branding and marketing for a new entity. So that's my main where I spend most of my time. On other times, I provide experience macam for Moments Life for live stream events, for weddings especially. So those two things have been occupying my time. Soon getting married, that means my time nak kena segregate lagi.
Different.
I had a conversation with some friends about having a relationship. How do they juggle? So they say it's like managing another business on its own.
Apa dia? Marriage.
Yeah, marriage is like managing another business.
Oh, bro. It is. Your kids are your staff tau. You and the wife is like the co-founders here. It's one whole entity on its own. But it's good lah, it's good.
Kau register kan business ni.
Apanya?
Lagi-lagi kau register kan that business.
Aku register apa business?
My marriage. Spouse kau register your marriage, so kira registration of the business lah.
Betul. Itu dah akra lah.
Akra kau.
Registered. Ada number, ada. Without that, tak boleh beli rumah.
Basically, what they were trying to say is, you need to have a plan. You need to know how to manage it. You cannot masuk membuta juga. Then, like any other founder, you will just fail lah.
Correct. So dia tak boleh membabi buta. Kalau babi buta tak apa, tapi kalau membabi buta lain.
Jangan terbabi buta juga.
Apanya?
Jangan terbabi buta juga.
Jangan termakan babi yang buta. Itu jangan. Haram. Okay, as you were saying, I agree with you, totally agree with you. Spouse is super important. And it's another business all on its own. Because you see, when you get married, especially... Apa? Sorry?
Apa yang aku cakap, you see apa yang patut tengok?
Okay, kau patut tengok dari sudut segi management of the family. Okay, because as the husband, you have certain responsibilities. As the wife, you have certain responsibilities, kan? You have to be quite clear lah, because sometimes in a certain household the wife wear the pants, sometimes the husband wear the pants. In today's context, we don't know again. We can be quite dynamic.
The husband look after the pets.
The husband wear the pants, the wife can also wear the pants. In today's context.
Aku dengar the husband look after the pets, the wife can also look after the pets. Fikir asal penting sangat ni pets.
Memang important. Kalau tak ada seluar pun lah orang tu kan. Okay, so as I was saying, it's important lah. Either party, nowadays can wear the pants. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, just find a compromise lah. Macam kau dengan business partner kau, you have a business partner, right? Iman is it?
Yeah, Iman.
Yeah, both of you must have a different kind of opinions at times, right? And you find a compromise to certain things, right?
Yes, sayang.
Oh, kau panggil aku sayang
Aku nak cakap ya saya, tapi tak cakap ya sayang.
Tak maulah macam gitu. Wife aku jealous ni. To another business altogether tau. Masalah business tau ni. Apa aku nak cakap? Okay. Yeah, so you and your business partner may have a different opinion, and your baby is your business. So kalau both partners cannot agree on certain things and you guys cannot solve it, then it's a problem lah for your business. Same thing like a family. Family is the business, like what you mentioned. I totally agree. Yeah, so back to the topic. Is there a formula to success? I want to share today's experience that I had tadi. Maybe I can share my experience again. I just had an interview with a candidate who actually was telling me that he's going to pursue lah dia punya degree and whatnot. And I was sharing with him that where I am, I've seen where I am lah, where what I'm doing right now in terms of giving.
Kau kasih banyak vague-nya.
Sabarlah, aku nak jawab ni.
Okay.
Aku nak
where I am, where you are, who are you, how are you?
I'm good, Hazim Ismail, and I'm sitting at home. That's what I'm doing right now. Just back there. Okay, kan aku dah lupa apa nak cakap. Okay, I was so there was this candidate. Okay, so where I am, what I'm doing now in terms of financial advice and whatnot, I've seen people from different walks of background, regardless of educational background, that without a degree, they can become successful. There are avenues. And nowadays, we are talking about the internet and the different even more avenues than we had before to actually earn money. And, things like cryptocurrency, NFTs have brought about a larger pool of younger people becoming wealthy and affluent, which is something that is unimaginable back in the days. Because last time we used to think that, you climb, it's a standard process, but you climb the corporate ladder, from maybe a junior officer, you become a senior officer or executive, you go to management, then the past two, you climb. That's how you become successful. That is the standard formula. And of course, with a degree cert, it increases your chance. I mean, to some extent today it's still true. It still holds true, because a degree is kind of a passport for you to go into senior management and whatnot again. And then it kind of boosts your opportunity to, climb the corporate ladder faster in a sense. If you're a scholar, even better for you. You join government service, you have a bond, probably they will speed up the whole process of your promotion. It's still true to some extent, but with a lot more opportunities today, I would say that we are given quite an equal platform, I would say. If you're not good in your studies, you can utilize your other skills to actually get you there. to become successful. And by successful in this definition, we are talking about successful in life. Jangan cakap, tak adalah orang tu kalau kaya tapi tak happy, tak adalah successful. No, I'm talking about, successful as in monetary and financial wise. You don't have to think about money in that sense. So even nowadays online kita nampak influencers yang ada tak ada substance pun apa yang dah berbual, but they still become very successful because people just listen to them, people like them, and people just subscribe to their idea, and people buy their products. When people watch their YouTube videos, for example, they get ad revenue and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, I don't know whether you know this group called Sidemen. Pernah dengar Sidemen? KSI. This group of YouTubers, they become they are about our age, and they are millionaires, just from YouTube videos. Initially, one of them wanted to be a police officer.
Wow.
Imagine if you went that path. It's totally different. Yeah, and you don't even need to have those kind of last time you used to have the traditional, you need to go to a recording company to go and record your videos and songs. Nowadays just upload on YouTube and people like it, people watch it, you got a lot of subscribers, and boom, you're boom town Charlie already. Yeah, so you can utilize your other talents to get you there. And then quite recently we have this group of Indonesians who actually make they sing I wouldn't say it's a remix, it's just apa ni? They sing songs and all that, and they got a lot of views quite recently. Their voice are nice. I don't know whether you know lah. I forgot.
Virgo
Zidane of them. Apanya?
Virgo Sebab cinta tu salah.
Aku pun tak tahu lah, but yeah lah, I've heard of them lah. So there you go lah. They become very popular and yeah. So even people living in the villages also got, if they have an internet, they have a video camera, that's it. If they have a talent.
I don't deny that. That's true.
Yeah. So if you ask me if there's any particular set of skills or standard formula to success, I wouldn't say there's a formula to it lah. It depends on what you're good at and use it to the fullest of your ability. That's it. That's how it is today. Sekarang budak-budak Gen Z, you also can't know how they think.
Yeah.
They just, now NFTs and all that, people, I don't understand why people buy, but people still buy it and all that. Yeah. So, yeah, we have such things.
I think it goes back to what you do, because you mentioned people becoming affluent, people becoming influential, and then there's the word success. And and you have people who are successful. Would you cakap like, successful means ada duit, or successful can be more than that?
Okay, if you want to look at success as a whole, in my definition, is that you have a holistic level of things. I mean, if to be honest, if we ask ourselves, why do people want to be rich? Why do people want to, accomplish certain things and whatnot? At the end of the day, if you ask the question,
the easiest way to measure is the only thing that they know how to measure. That's why say they define rich as successful, because you can measure.
Yes, there's a numerical value to it. That's why they would consider money as being successful. But the true definition is, if you're happy, you're contented, you're satisfied. At the end of the day, that is the true definition of being successful, because you want to be rich because you want to be happy, at the end of the day, because you want to spend on what you want. You want to
because
do this.
People don't know how to measure happy. That's why they look for the next thing which can be measured, which is wealth. Until they figure out how to measure happiness, or they understand what is happiness, then they probably will have a different outlook, I think.
Yeah, and different people have a different take on what does it mean to be successful. Because I I believe you may have a slightly different definition. I mean, for me personally,
we ask Hazim lah. Hazim ada apa? What's your definition? Your own definition.
aku ada printer, so aku boleh print barang, aku happy. Printer aku belum
baik. Aku suka.
Data rosak, terus aku repair sikit. Okay, dah settle. Aku happy, success. Much success. Bueno. Apa aku nak cakap? Okay, so yeah, my definition of success will be that you are someone who has impacted lives as many lives as you can. To some people, that's the definition of it. To me, that is one of the definition of success. If you are,
that's what you do every day, right?
Sorry,
that's part what you do every day. Right?
Yeah, so that's part of what I do, but not necessarily in what exactly I do. Tapi as long as you are doing something that is good for other people and is impacting in a massive scale, then I would say you're a successful person. So if you take the let's say the shortcut method, which is maybe you set up a company and you jual NFT, then overnight you jadi millionaire. Do I consider that successful? Financially, yes. Tapi in terms of the impact that you make, maybe not so much lah. So you score points in the financial aspect. Tapi, I mean, truth be told, if let's say a person becomes a millionaire overnight, let's say kau lah, Im.
Alhamdulillah.
Kau, yeah. So okay lah. I give an example: the $16 million apa Toto is it? Imagine kalau ada orang, not you lah, ada orang they play this, then lepas tu they won $16 million contoh.
Yeah.
I doubt they would even want to do anything to impact the community already at the point, because they would just think about, okay, aku retire and then I'll just stay at home, just feed my cat, feed my wife, feed my kids until I die, and that's it. So there's a lack of impact to anyone lah, betul lah.
Like what I say lah, how you reach how you attain the wealth matters more than the wealth itself. Because for those who become rich overnight, we have read and seen enough cases where it brings about more problems than they originally had. What is happiness? So if you take it slow, take it easy, you chase happiness and you want to have happiness as a metric state, the wealth is a byproduct. And when you have it, you don't become you don't become a hoarder. You spread it among the community and it comes back to you and it just goes round and round. So it doesn't diminish now. I think that's the definition that I want to strive for.
Which means that
kalau kau besok menang Toto, kau kasih aku pun aku terima juga.
Apa? Sorry, $20.
Besok kalau kau menang Toto, kau kasih aku $1 pun aku terima juga.
Siapa tak nak terima kan? Betul lah. Tapi aku tak main Toto, jadi
kalau kan. Kita kena ada kalau.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, truth be told lah, if let's say you wave $1 million at someone's face, a normal person, who wouldn't take it, right?
I think I won't take it because you need to know how you get it, because that's it. Not knowing where it comes from can give you more problems than the $1 million.
So you won't take the $1 million?
Yeah, I won't take, because it's going to give me more problems, because I may have to pay out more than $1 million.
Okay, next time kau menang $1 million, kau kasih aku
Aku menang. That's the difference. Ni kau aku.
Okay. Next time orang kasih kau $1 million, kau kasih kat aku.
Boleh kasih kau.
Okay, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Okay, but what kind of problems are you talking about here?
Because when people learn that you have $1 million overnight, they don't understand the value of money. Then they will ask you they want to share the pie with you. And when you don't share it willingly, you start to create enemies. People distance. People label you differently. And when you get the $1 million overnight, their lens of you dah tukar juga. You're no longer Hazim. You are the guy with $1 million, and I need to get part of it. And that's not a good feeling, right? When you have that kind of relationship, you become a tool rather than a human being now.
Kau tahu apa masalah dia tak, actually?
Apa masalah dia?
kau kasih orang tu learn yang kau ada $1 million. Itu masalahnya. Macam mana kau kasih orang tu learn kau ada $1 million?
Aku post kat IG story lah, aku dapat $1 million.
Kau riak tu apa pasal? Itu
Itulah
dia.
masalah dia, jangan riak.
Jangan riak. Ada $1 million tak senyap ke? So, gua bawa kapet. Bawa dalam safe. Beli kucing mahal.
I guess, true lah. But it does bring problem because now you need to know how to manage the money. What do you want to do with the money also? Because people bila dapat duit tiba-tiba.
About the management part of money, kau panggil aku. Kau ada $1 million, kau panggil aku. InsyaAllah aku main. Yalah.
Lepas tu belikan trofi lagi.
Tak bukan trofi lah. Aku tolong kau manage. Betul.
But you see, some of them they don't understand. Dia tak call kau. They start to hoard the money. They hoard the money, then they are scared to use the money, and then they become obsessed with the money. Then it becomes a sickness pula.
Yeah. It's true. Because the money got into their head.
Yeah. Totally. They forget what is the purpose of the money.
Tapi not all. Of course, this is just an assumption based on what we perceive. Of course, there are people who receive $1 million and they know what to do with it. They are good in these kind of things. For example, macam they buy value increasing assets, like certain properties or what. Then it makes sense. Then it kind of increase the value of whatever that they had initially. So it's important that we understand this before we get there. In other words, you need to equip yourself with the knowledge, the right knowledge and skills first before you're given the tools. In this case, money is a tool.
Yeah, it's a tool.
Yes, money is a tool.
Somehow we grow to hoard it instead.
Which is a problem. So money is one of the most powerful tool. There's no denying about it.
Yeah,
most of us, true betul most of people who are working will work because of money, because money is able to support them in terms of their daily life activities and supporting them in terms of whatever hobbies that they do. So in other words, if let's say you have more than enough money, you're able to attract people to even work for you and whatnot.
Yeah,
which is true and human beings are also a resource and can be a tool, or skills that you have, and with money you're able to convert that into work output for whatever that you do, your company, or maybe you want to with money you can even get people to do gardening for your garden if you have a garden.
Pasal ni tiba-tiba gardening for your garden, apa ni?
Pasal kat luar rumah aku ada mini, kat luar rumah aku ada mini garden. Baru buat. Terus aku bawa pasal ni.
Potong janggut kau sekali kan?
Apa janggut?
Itu pun garden kau kan?
Apa?
Potong garden kat janggut kau pun sama kan?
Janggut aku ni boleh lah. With money I can get someone to shave for me at home. Macam si professor yang dekat The 3 Idiots. Kan dia tiap-tiap
macam berat pula kita berbual pasal successful dengan money ni semua
Ambil kena ringankan.
Kita ringankan.
Kau nak buat apa? Keripik ubi.
PUB I think tu boring lah. But I think I just
aku cakap keripik ubi bukan PUB.
PUB.
Keripik ubi.
Ya, tak best juga. Aku dah try career kat Kampung Glam, ada career baru. Popular dia jual career je.
Are you still doing a project as tu?
Because now I just started with New kat Kampung Glam in office. So macam food galore tu, always got something to try.
Okay. So
I think when like I said your job, you meet people from all walks of life. Doing branding and marketing also, I don't just meet, I have to kadang-kadang jadi part-time counselor untuk orang. Because I need to extract orang punya persona, their information, their details, their branding semua. And it's not about colour scheme semua, it's about them aligning back with their true self and it's a very uncomfortable process.
Kau cakap kau nak ringankan ni dah berat balik ni.
Itulah.
Macam
Kau tak stop aku.
makin berat.
Makin berat.
Okay. So
ada kucing apa-apa?
Apa?
Kucing kau?
Kucing aku punya kucing kat Bedok.
Kat Bedok? Oh, tak bawa.
Aku kat ni sekarang. Tak bawa lah. Mak aku yang jaga kucing tu, aku tak sanggup.
Kucing kau tak friendly?
Kucing aku friendly, cuma dia macam manja sikit lah, terlalu manja tu asal nama dia manja.
Senang
nak berak. Memang, nak berak pun orang nak kena hantar. Tadi you
jangan namakan anak kau baby pasal dia baby kau namakan dia baby.
Aku namakan bini aku wife. Senang.
Itu tak apa,
Sekati yeah. Kau mention about kau punya kampung Glam.
Ya,
so, semua benda kau dah bedah lah so.
Banyak sih. But actually, if you want to talk about Kampung Glam, that place, there's so many layers to Kampung Glam. Like, there's always something more that meets the eye.
Dia lebih banyak kek lapis Dia lebih banyak layer daripada kek lapis.
Betul, lebih. Kalau kau tarik lagi, lebih dia macam bawang gitu. Banyak layer.
Nanti kau kupik enough, nanti kau nangis, kan?
Aku dah lama sih kat Kampung Glam, bertahun tak balik-balik ke Kampung Glam juga. And banyak sana very interesting businesses kat sana. And most of the businesses, I would say, you need to know what's going on. They bukan macam, some of them might have a storefront, but most of their revenue not from the storefront, but online sales or sponsorship or just distributorship. So colourful lah that place. Always got something unique. Habis satu kedai baru buka, jual career je.
Macam mana bisnes okay?
Career.
Okay lah. So, paling ceria masuk kedai dia, beli career.
Career yang menceriakan. And it works. So
dia buatkan career untuk orang. Tu pasal.
Career.
It's a career for people.
When you see these kind of things, kau realize actually for many years, I think myself and a lot of people, we have been trying to complicate things on how you want to be successful. If a kedai jual career je can make such a career, kita have been complicating our lives terlalu banyak.
Then you should make a career of career lah.
Jangan copy orang lah. Kita make a career from dia punya career. So the more I meet people, I realize the people that are struggling to be successful are the ones who try to complicate things. Contoh macam they want to do many things at once. They have, when you ask them what's their vision, and the vision macam very grand. Not passionate dan grand lain tau. Passionate ni they really love what they do. Grand macam sikit-sikit macam borderline macam world sikit lah. Macam-macam dia nak capai. But if you ask them besok nak buat apa, dia tak tahu.
So they have a big idea or goal in mind, tapi dia tak tahu the step together lah.
Yeah, but you find people who know how to do small steps every day. They don't know what the hell they're doing, but these are the ones that are successful.
Yeah, okay. Contoh macam apa? Like one of the examples that you can share.
I mean, some of the business owners I met, they just day in day out, for example, they just do tuition je.
Okay.
Ajar budak, kalau nak lebih successful, ajar lebih budak. Ajar lebih budak, kalau tak cukup masa, hire orang untuk ajar budak. Ajar maths, satu subjek je. Rinse and repeat, year in, year out, 10 years, they are successful. And he doesn't even realize that he suddenly becomes successful because he just repeat the same basic steps over and over again. But at the same time, I see people who macam, nak start tuition, then let's teach English, Maths, Science, Geography, JC punya Maths semua. And then let's expand into US market, let's expand to Brunei, let's expand to Indonesia. Let's try to come up with a syllabus, let's try to do workshops semua. In the end, tak ada benda.
Yes, okay, you're right. Actually, you hit a nail because aku tak pernah nampak Nike jual mi soto. Dia jual kasut, baju je, apparel je.
Ya, betul lah. Aku terperanjat sikit lah bila kau cakap mi soto kan. Tapi ya, aku get it lah.
You get it lah kan? Nike tak jual mi soto lah kan?
Betul.
Dia tak cakap, okay, besok aku nak jual mi soto. Aku nampak Wadin punya mi soto popular. Nike masuk market mi soto. Aku tak pernah dengar pun.
Tak pernah. They just focus on doing what they do better je.
Correct. So they have a specialty. Macam,
and I think that's what is really important. Macam what we do, we just figure out how to make it better. We don't try to buat hidup susah sangat lah.
Jadi ke mana arah kau ni? Kau kat Kampung Glam ataupun kau dekat rumah?
Ke arah aku ke kiblat.
Betul. Kiblat. Betul. Ni jawab soalan betul.
Jadi dia ke arah yang benar.
Aku tak boleh challenge lah tu answer.
Tak boleh. Jadi that's why one of the things I realize is that we both have to qualify people. We have to qualify clients, prospects semua kan. And I realize kalau orang tu berbual macam-macam kecoh kan, macam dia nak jadi mafia boss gitu, macam cerita-cerita dia. Actually that's a red flag lah to me.
Tapi kalau ada Pablo Escobar?
Pablo Escobar masalah. Terlalu besar sangat impian dia.
Dia capai.
Kalau dia macam El Chapo, dia keep it chill, simple. Dia mungkin boleh lah.
Okay. Aku Hazim S. Ice Bar.
Kau jumpa banyak orang apa? Kecil, apa besar. Kau jumpa banyak orang. Kecil, besar, molek, tak molek. Mesti dia red flags lah.
Of course. I'm not saying that everybody is okay because ada orang cakap there's no opinions is wrong. Semua betul. Actually, that's not true lah. I mean, meeting with enough people and talking with enough people, kadang-kadang aku dengar pun macam betul tak betul ni benda. But yeah, I mean, I just have to keep it as professional as I can lah. But most importantly, I think you are right. You have to be focused in what we do. Do what you do good to the best of your abilities and just focus on it. So for example, if you are really good at maybe pottery, then you just focus on doing pottery business and do it to the best of your ability. And
pottery ke, poetry, mana tu ni?
Sembarang lah. If you're good at pottery, you do pottery. You do good at poetry, you go do pottery. Okay. Atau apa yang kau dengar tu yang bagus, ambil lah.
Dengar yang baik
Tapi okay, having said that, being focused and doing that only thing and getting you there are people that I know of that dia memang buat macam-macam and they are also successful juga, macam-macam vertical dia buat. Yeah, ada juga, but not everyone is like that, you see.
Yeah.
Because these people, they are built different. They can focus on many different things at once. I know of people who with such caliber lah, and yeah, personal. One of them is actually
quite goes back to personality. Personality, I say, built differently. I can share very quickly how is this possible because kita orang, some of us, we are perfectionists. We are very passionate about what we do. Jadi kalau buat something kita nak kena make sure it's baik gila. These people yang macam vertical you can tell that they are more of managers. They are able to let go. So it's a different kind of personality that you need to develop. Okay,
I give you one example. My very close friend lah. He's dia budak komando lah. Jadi that itself really differentiate him with most others.
Yeah.
So he's able, dia punya perangai dia macam mana tau. Tiap-tiap hari dia pergi gym. And without fail, dia akan pergi gym. And he does a lot of things. He went to Japan buat benda gini. He also go into modeling. And quite recently dia baru beli kondo, our age. So aku pun macam wah, dia ni lain lah. So there's a lot of different personalities out there. There are people macam gini. Not everyone is like that. I would highly recommend that it's best you can just be focused at one thing and do it the best of your ability lah. But then again, not everyone has an entrepreneur mindset juga. So if you're good in terms of your career, just focus on that, climb the corporate ladder, and be the best that you can lah. But of course, some people that's not the apa ni? That's not their aim. That's not their goal. They just want to work and balik rumah, tidur, see the kids. To them, that is something that is they are considered successful.
Correct.
Be contented. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely. Of course, different, as I said, different people have a different goal, different definitions, and we cannot force these kind of things. Yeah, because if everybody have the same mindset, then we don't have a variety lah. Definitely, we
I
won't
think
have.
what you say definitely hits a nerve on my side, because I was running my own gig for the past 3 years, and then I decided that I'm gonna settle down. You know what? I think I just want to do what kau cakap, balik rumah, play with the wife. I say spend time with the wife. Spend time with the wife, spend time with the family. I think I missed that, so I decided to just stop and go back to the workforce and have a routine again. I miss the routine.
Yeah. If you consider that as being successful, then by all means, yeah. At the end of the day, we still need the workforce. We still need nurses. We still need doctors. We still need engineers. Yeah, not everybody.
And my successful is when I'm able to be of value to wherever I go.
That's good. Some people consider themselves successful when they can spend time with their family.
Yeah, correct.
You can have a lot of money, but if your quality of life is still not good, it's still shitty, then do you even want to consider that as a person who is successful? I mean, the definition is very broad. You see, because money is not the only thing that actually matters. It matters a lot. It matters a lot, definitely. It impacts a lot of things. If you have no money problems, you got a lot of problems out of the way already, actually. But then you want to consider yourself as successful if you have, family issues with got a lot of money, ada banyak masalah. It's a different thing altogether lah. Yeah. I definitely think that it's a holistic thing. You have to look at the bigger picture. Yeah. If you settle your family already, you settle your money, you settle your needs, your wants, you're able to settle everything, then more or less you are comfortable, you are successful. Memang berjaya. Anda adalah seorang yang berjaya. Yes. Tegas saya bercakap. Dia daripada tadi kau cakap kau nak lighten the mood, tiba-tiba dia balik kepada asal. Apa?
Hari ni berat kan?
Hari ni hari Wednesday. Di
tengah-tengah week, so hari berat.
Ya ke? It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Yeah, but interesting this conversation was successful because so many definitions, so many examples, and when you think that you know what exactly successful means or the formula, then someone shows you that it's all wrong again. Someone comes along and show you, actually semua tak make sense.
Yeah, I mean, different people, different opinion lah. No point arguing about this because lain orang lain, masing-masing punya cara lain.
Bahasa dia apa?
Lain cara, lain orang.
Sebarang.
Aku tak tahu apa peribahasa. Kau kasih aku peribahasa sekarang is I think at least 10 years aku tak ambil Melayu.
Lain apa, lain bulu
Lain ulat, lain bulu. Lain burung, lain bulu.
Nak cari peribahasa dia.
Lain burung, lain bulu.
So how about travelling? Since we're talking about successful. But travelling But do you have any travel plans?
Okay, itu yang masalah. Aku dengan wife aku got married in, I think you know when. Tak tahu. Back in June. About 2 years ago. Until today we haven't had our honeymoon. Do you want to consider that as successful?
Aku tak nak open that topic lah.
Kau dah tutup balik.
Itu hal rumah tangga kan.
Alah. Okay, actually we've had plans lah to travel. Actually, the time when we got married, we wanted to go to Korea, to Jeju Island. Namakan Siput.
Jauh lah, kat sini tak ada.
Sini tak best. Sini dah orang dah import tak best. Sana fresh. Kau tangkap macam abalone. Apa tu? Yang ikan yang tajam-tajam tu apa?
Banyak ikan tajam lah. Lepas tu kau nak.
Banyak ke ikan tajam? Mana ada?
Ada stingray tajam sih. Dia bunuh Steve Irwin tau.
Okay, stingray jenis ikan yang tajam. Maksud aku
ikan 9 tu tajam juga. Dia bunuh anak-anak sidiknya rasa lah.
Is it? Aku tak tahu cerita dia lah.
Ikan 9.
Ikan apa 9?
9 kan 9. 9. Piranha pun tajam juga.
Piranha tajam. Tak. Piranha ada gigi dia tajam.
Tajam lah tu.
Okay, maksud aku dia tajam.
Dolphin pun tajam.
Depends lah macam mana kau pegang.
Dolphin tajam apa? Kau tahu tak?
Aku tak tahu apa part dia yang tajam kau cakap ni.
Dia tajam akal. Pasal apa part kau dia. Dia bijak.
Okay, boleh terima. Maksud aku dia tajam. Apa?
Apa ikan ni sekarang kau nak?
Sea urchin.
Sea urchin. Itu bukan ikan sih. Tak ada nama fish pun.
Ada nama laut lah at least. Sea urchin.
Dia bukan ikan pun siapa kau buat ni.
Dan makhluk di bawah air juga kan.
Makhluk tajam.
Makhluk tajam. Aku kalau cakap makhluk tajam kan lain. Dia boleh jadi macam-macam.
Asalkan kau cakap apa benda yang tajam.
Benda yang tajam. So cina-cina lah. Ada orang cakap rasa dia macam ayam. Tu yang aku nak try.
Tapi apa maknanya kalau rasa dia macam ayam? Kau rendam ayam kau sudah lah.
So ada rasa macam ayam lah. So aku nak try.
Soalnya cita-cita unik lah
Pergi
ke Korea.
Itu bukan cita-cita.
Kalau kau dengar diri kau baik-baik kau nak pergi Korea. Kau nak pergi Jeju Island. Lepas tu kau nak makan ikan. Tapi nama dia bukan ikan. Tapi ikan ni rasa macam ayam.
Itulah dia.
Itu namanya susahkan hidup.
Itu aku nak try. Aku nak tahu macam mana benda tu boleh.
Jangan tadi aku berbual, jangan susahkan hidup.
memang payah sikit lah. Tapi interesting lah. Aku nak try je.
Itu kan apa cakap. Ni semua red flag. Jangan susahkan hidup. Kau nak makan ayam, kau makan ayam. Kat sini ada. Nak ayam bawa air, kau berendam je.
Tapi ayam ni unik. Dia lain. Dia tajam. Jadi aku nak try.
Apa yang tajamnya?
Macam kau punya dolphin lah. Tajam makan.
Jangan susahkan hidup, Zing. Sudahlah. Cepat-cepat.
Kau tak pergi overseas? Not planning to go honeymoon? Kau punya future.
Actually, cita-cita aku pun boleh tahan kecoh juga lah. Pasal sebelum COVID, I backpack to a few places kan.
Okay, contoh?
Volunteering semua. So, aku actually nak buat macam round trip to all the places I visited previously in Southeast Asia lah.
Okay.
Then cari visit my friends and their places. But malang tidak berbau.
Okay.
Seperti ikan yang tak bertajam.
Macam
jadi
dolphin.
Macam dolphin. Jadi we might do a cruise instead lah.
Cruise. Speaking of cruise. Been wanting to take cruise. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? Is it good? Is it recommended?
I think macam for me it's a once in a lifetime thing. Tak pernah try. So might as well tu je.
Okay. Once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Asal tak
I
nak
know
2 kali?
Once bitten, twice shy.
Okay, tapi cruise tu ada bite kau tak?
Ada banyak benda tajam.
Apa benda yang tajam kau rasa?
Aku tak rasa lah.
Kau tak rasa?
Tak rasa. Tapi banyak benda tajam. Banyak ikan kan. Banyak ikan kat sana. Jadi ikan-ikan sana pun mana tahu ada yang tajam.
Yalah, betul. Okay, so when you planning to go?
Probably mid of March lah.
Mid of March
The school holiday period.
Ni kalau holiday mesti banyak booking sih.
Kita dah book lah. So siapa yang tak dapat orang confirm mata tajam.
Tak ada mata merah kan tajam.
Mata merah, sorry. Kita yang mata tajam dapat siang-siang.
Kau punya mata tajam. Mata dia merah. Kata kau cucuk mata dengan mata kau.
Jadilah peribahasa.
Back to school. Okay, so yeah, I think we covered the topic about success tadi. I honestly think that it was quite a nice chat. Nice catching up. Maybe we can go and drop by and minum kopi lah together dekat Kampung Glam.
Aku dah bilang kau, Kampung Glam food galore. Rugi tak datang.
Rugi tak datang, kenapa?
Banyak harga jatuh tajam.
Kampung Glam food galore. Ni dorang tak sponsor kau
Tak.
Okay.
Tapi aku dapat diskaun lah.
Macam mana kau boleh dapat diskaun?
Pandangan tajam.
Okay, nanti aku boleh pakai kau punya tajam kepandaian kau tu, boleh ajak sekali lah. Tapi
make sure rambut tajam.
Apanya?
Make sure rambut tajam.
Tak, rambut aku dah lembik sikit. Dulu rambut aku
biar rambut yang lembik.
Apa benda lagi kau nak lembik kan?
Apa tu, semangat jangan lembik. Itu je.
Semangat jangan lembik Apa benda yang lagi?
Itu yang paling penting. Semangat kalau lembik, lain benda semua lembik.
Contoh macam apa yang lembik?
Contoh macam waras rupa kita akan lembik.
Okay. Understand. Okay lah. Aku rasa tu je yang aku nak berbual. Aku nak catch up. Maybe we can meet for coffee next time.
Betul. Sila datang bila-bila, besok, lusa dan selamanya.
Selamanya tak boleh lah. By then dah selamanya aku rasa dah jadi tulang kot.
Besok lusa lah. Kita ada masa.
Aku rasa kalau aku jadi tulang pun aku tak dengar cerita pasal Yat dengan Mazli ke apa kan. Mana diorang ni?
Aku tak tahu mana nak start pun. Nak cari diorang semua.
Kita buka Squid Game lah.
Squid Game.
Mana tahu Yat datang, Mazli datang kan?
Tak lah. Kan aku cakap, kalau kau dapat duit overnight, semua akan muncul.
Betul juga.
Kau boleh pakai duit tu.
Apa?
Tool. Pakai duit tu as a tool, cari diorang.
Betul. Pandai.
Jangan
Mazli. Kita pakai duit tu cari Iyad dengan Mazli. Dengan yang lain-lain lagi. Aku tak tahu diorang kat mana sekarang. Aku cari bawah kapet aku, terang-terang tak ada.
Aku tengok bawah bantal semalam, tak ada juga.
Belakang fridge kau dah tengok belum?
Belakang fridge tak ada. Kucing kau je ada.
Mungkin peti bekas box aku ada.
Aku nampak kucing kau je. Kucing kau part time kat sini.
Kau dari tadi dengan kucing aku je. Mana kau tahu kucing aku kat situ?
Aku mata tajam apa?
Ya, betul juga. Aku mata merah. Tu je.
Tapi aku dah pernah pakai Xbox. Benda tajam kucing kau lah tu.
Apa? Kucing aku tajam?
Kan dia cekau aku dulu.
Aku tak ingat lah.
Pasal aku cakap kucing kau tak manja.
Aku tak ingat pun pasal kucing aku cakap kau. Tu pasal kena dapatkan personal accident plan hari ini. Okay. Anyway, aku dah...
Selit tajam tu.
Apanya?
Dia punya selit tajam tu.
Tu dia. Okay lah, aku rasa that's it lah. Aku nak berbual tu je, nak kecap.
Sekian.
So just apa ni, kau no longer with the Kampung Glam benda tu lah. Now you are with new entity kan?
Ya.
Okay lah. Okay kan. InsyaAllah we can catch up again one day. Jumpa kau di mana? KGC KGC.
KGC. Datang KGC pagi-pagi best sih.
Asal pula?
Dia punya atmosphere lain, macam overseas sikit lah.
Kata aku pergi panas je kot.
Pagi je aku ingat pukul 8, chill, cuaca tengah sejuk. Rasa macam kat Genting tu.
Macam kat Genting
Kau cuba.
Make sure aku pergi situ, make sure cuaca dia macam Genting Pukul 8 pagi kat Kampung Glam Cafe. Kalau cuaca tak ada Genting aku
Kau boleh campak lah kata-kata yang tajam nanti.
Boleh insyaAllah. Okay lah, that's all. Aku rasa we will see each other again.
Tajam, kita harus bersurai. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Macam mana ni? Macam nak off?
Ini je.